夢を追いかけて、すべてが変わる。Yeah. Uh, yeah. Wow, a three-parter, all things considered.
Yeah, and we're about halfway through the show.
Not even halfway through the show.
Almost.
Yeah, next week we'll be halfway through, but yeah. Yes, and as you can tell, he got a haircut.
It was about time.
Yeah. After all, it is the end of a season. Well, no, it's the end of an arc for Cosmos and the start of an arc for Zet. So here we are.
Yeah, I mainly just kind of pushed it off to the side for a while because, where I'm at, it snows. So, it's wintertime. And, wintertime, that seems to be when everybody catches a cold. And I hate colds with a burning passion. So I just kind of had the mentality of, just wait until it gets near the end of winter to get a haircut to try to avoid that. I suppose maybe that's a little too germophobic of me, but whatever.
I mean, you live in that part of the United States where, well, Doug Walker hasn't really been very secretive of what it's like to live where he lives. So,
yeah. So, and plus, oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times back in high school I got so sick and tired of unintentionally catching everybody's cold. Every single winter, okay, maybe except for one time, it would always happen. It was next to impossible to avoid.
I spend every day in a room full of kids. Like, even if I did catch a cold from one of them, I wouldn't even know which one I got it from.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but speaking of kids, let's go back to our childhood. Yeah. No. And yes, as we mentioned last week, this is the part of the show where they start giving preview clips of later in the episode. And as we all know,
I'm not a huge fan personally of the whole 3 weeks earlier teaser thing. I feel like, we should start our stories where they begin, not start them where they get interested.
Get out.
What?
Didn't like it in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I definitely don't like it here.
I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this batch of episodes?
I actually thought this was a good set of episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really engaged. Although the one downside is it's like when you watch the show sped up slightly due to reasons of having to walk a dog in a very timely manner. Don't worry, I watched it in times one speed earlier this weekend. I just rewatched it really fast after the fact. No, we're not the anime man with their 100 anime video thing that we're not going to talk about. Beyond we've already talked. But for real though, yeah, you start to notice that not a lot happens on an episode to episode basis. So it's actually really nice to have a 3-parter for a change.
Yeah. And we get a new form. It only took 30 episodes.
Yeah. It usually takes other seasons like 17 episodes. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Arc and Omega and Blazar, which took 20 episodes, by the way. No, wait.
Yeah, and Blazar, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do think it's a good show, and I absolutely love Blazar's design, definitely in my top 10. But, like, his final form, it looks cool, but it looks more like it's a first form rather than a final form.
Yeah.
Like his first upgrade form, I mean.
Yep. But yeah, our first episode of the night, episode 26, The Power to Defeat the Chaos. And you start to notice, yes, the Chaos Headers, they have a recurring appearance.
Yeah.
Some of them look cool. They look like they're straight out of QQ Sentai Go-Go 5, which translated stands for 99 Squad 555.
Yeah, before Fives.
Yeah.
Except Fives is a completely different show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
But
interestingly, coincidentally, Go Green becomes Kamen Rider Delta in that show.
yeah, he does. I completely forgot that he was Go Green.
He was
We absolutely did not even mention it.
interesting.
Darn shame. You should have been on the archive 2 years ago.
Geez, well, I watched Fives back in 2008 or 2009. It was either late 2008 or 2009. I know it was one of those. And that was the only time I saw the show all the way through. It's been a long time. I should revisit it sometime.
Yeah, well, it's basically Friends if 3 of them were monsters instead of all 6 of them.
And I'm sure my opinion on Kusaka hasn't changed. Right in the face. Right in the face.
I mean, did you watch our most recent vlog from on the Buttery show?
What was on there?
It's basically it's a boy band heartbreak pop up, and like basically it's like 2000s pop nostalgia, and like there's like a shredder for you to like print out photos of your ex and then shred them. Naturally, I printed out a photo of Masato Kusaka. He ain't my ex, but he deserves to be shredded.
Oh.
Yeah, and I specifically got that one picture of him. You know, where he's like,
oh yeah, he's doing the creepy smile.
yeah, yeah. And of course, I sang a JB song because why wouldn't I? And don't worry, it's not the one that was a cover of someone else's song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, JB did 2 covers. Yeah. Year 3000 was a cover of another song, which I swear was from the Disney Channel. And Kids in the Future is clearly a ripoff of Kids in America.
I don't like either of those songs. They're just obnoxious to me.
Yeah. You know. Well, you gotta love Kids in America though, because like that was part of our late 90s nostalgia. Because of a certain show on Fox Kids.
That may be, but I was still never fond of that song. Still, there are worse songs out there. And no, I'm not going to say what they are in case if people decide to purposely play that when they're around me. You know who you are.
I particularly am not a fan of that one song, "Someone I Used to Know" by Gautier, because that xylophone gives me anxiety. And then that song was sampled to another song called "Anxiety." And that song gives me even more anxiety because you're expecting it to finish like the what's it called, the melody of Someone I Used to Know, but then it just changes slightly. Yeah, it's kind of like when you listen to it's like when you listen to that one Vanilla Ice song. It's like their version goes din 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 din, but mine goes din 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 din.
Yeah. I mean, while we're on the subject of music, I personally don't like rap music like at all. But my only exception is Knuckles' theme from Sonic Adventure. Granted, it's not entirely a rap song, but it's like the only song with rap in it that I actually like.
Yeah, well, for me, I like that, but I also like a little bit of that Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Let's see, DMX. Basically the old school stuff. Hip hop though, I prefer that though. like Run DMC and Wu Tang. That's the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Play me some of that old school Key and Peele. But yeah, no, people are being assaulted by lights. They have seen the lights, and it's
Oh
making
gosh,
them
is
more
this
violent.
season 2 of GX?
Yes,
Ah,
yes, yet
Chaos Header is the lights alien thing that took over Sio
yeah,
or Sartorius, depending on which
yeah,
version you watch.
yeah. I have seen the light. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Shut up, Chaz. But yeah, no.
I love how in the Japanese version, Sio is voiced by Dio, and Chaz, aka Monjome, is voiced by Shuri Kenjer. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, no, but for real though, it's making everyone violent, and like Alucard losing his TV, and so everyone's thinking, wait, is this the Chaos Header? It really feels like the Chaos Header. Remember the Chaos Header? How can we not forget the Chaos Header? We've been fighting it a number of times in its physical form.
We've been doing this for like 26 episodes.
Yeah, and yeah, so yeah, so yeah, it's like, oh, are they possessing humans now? Let's investigate. And it's like, oh, some random kid is like looking for his dad, and he's basically missing. It's like, I know where to look for. How? Because I used to be a kid too. And and that's it. Like that's all I really need. Yeah, and yeah, we even get flashbacks of where like this little kid's dad would dress up as a Bolton.
Yeah, and didn't he like use bent slippers as like the claws or something like that?
Yes. You'd think he would use castanets, but clearly we're not fighting the Thunder Demon. Yeah. Yeah. And man, this kid goes like full Solid Snake. He sneaks into a truck. He's like, it's like, Snake, where are you? Snake. Yeah. But yeah, so basically, Musashi knows where to go. And like he basically ends up going to a storage facility. And inside the storage facility, we find this kid's dad who's possessed by the Chaos Header. I swear, he looks like a member of Shocker, which, let's be honest. Which okay, have you been raiding Toei's closet again?
I swear, Toei and Tsuburaya just raid each other's closets. Or are you two sleeping together?
Damn. Are they just consolidating each other's closets?
That would explain that one episode of Abba Ranger. I forget what he was called, but remember that episode of Dino Thunder where Zeltrax had a quote unquote son?
Yes.
And then in Abba Ranger, he was basically an Ultraman parody.
Yes. Yeah, how could I forget? It was the episode where what's his name? Anton Mercer went full Carl Zichter and tried to like gentrify a youth center.
Mm-hmm.
That is such a Carl Zichter thing to do, man.
Yeah.
All that's missing is for him to get like a crystal pyramid and go, forces of darkness empower me. Bring me back to my Mesozoic dimension. Oh, hail Mesogog, ruler of the Mesozoic dimension.
Yeah. Just imagine Mesogog is like, Grimlord, I'm a big fan of your work.
Yeah, it's and it doesn't help the fact that Haley's last name is Zichter.
Oh no, I just realized that.
Yeah. And Tommy, don't forget, Tommy, his actor used to play Tyler. No, wait.
Adam
No,
Steele.
Adam Steele. Tyler was his dad's name. Yeah.
Yeah, back when they were going to call it Cybertron, and then it's like, oh no, wait, that's the name of the planet of the Transformers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's add in Steelbond.
And Jamie Kennedy was there for some reason. Yeah, and Percy was muscular for some reason. And it gets even weirder. Richard Rabago was there, who later is revealed to be Trini's uncle.
Yep. And then years later, Hasbro would buy Saban's property, so now they own VR Troopers. And so they own 2 Cybertrons.
And it gets even weirder. Richard Rabago's daughter actually is a Trini's like evil clone from Green No More Parts 1 and 2.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. And it gets even crazier. Carl Zichter's arch nemesis ends up becoming Tommy's girlfriend for 3 episodes. Because Sarah Joy Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for some reason, Mike Hollander isn't in Zeo. Ooh. Honestly, that's the creepiest part of this connection. Okay, but for real though, yeah, no, it's like we find the dad possessed by a chaos header, and then he actually turns into a chaos header, and then, well, kind of, sort of, not really. Basically, it becomes a stand ability, and then Ultraman has to fight it, and it's using its negative emotions in order to like power itself up or something like that. But then when it sees the dad actually hugging his son, it spontaneously becomes paralyzed, which allows Ultraman to just vaporize it like it's well, that one dude from Lightspeed Rescue.
Yeah.
And they drive off because, of course, they drive off. Like, this place ain't safe. You got all these kaiju showing up and stealing kids' dads, and then presumably sending them to Johnny's closet.
Yeah, or like you said, when Chaos Header possesses him, he looks like a member of Shocker, so I'm like, oh, Chaos Header must have used to be a part of Shocker before he got a job in Ultraman Cosmos.
Yeah. I swear, we need to start making an itemized list of everything that's hidden in Johnny's closet.
Oh, geez, what isn't hidden in Johnny's closet at this point?
Well, I'll tell you some of the stuff that are. The Lost City of Atlantis. The Shadow Realm itself. The master copy of the 4th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That brief arc from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds where Jack gets Red Nova Dragon. And the last couple of episodes of 5Ds. And Sonic Adventure 5.
Sonic Adventure 5? What about 3 and 4? Oh, wait, that's right. I have Sonic Adventure 3, as we said last time, but I won't share it to the public. I didn't know there was a Sonic Adventure 4 and 5.
Well, don't forget, 3 and 4 are the ones where they become heroes, and then ride on motorcycles while firing guns.
Yeah. By the way, Sonic, have you met my friend Yusei Fudo? He also likes to ride motorcycles, except he plays these dual monsters on there, whereas I shoot guns.
Yeah, and then Knuckles you can be my wingman anytime.
No, Shadow, you can be mine.
No homo, right? All of the homo. I can't believe they canceled Viva Pinata. And that CGI talking pinatas. What more do you want? Okay, but for real though, like, yeah, no, like we're done with this episode. There's really nothing more left to say about it. We're leaving this town because it's a losing town, not the only town like this town. I
Yep.
love Tokyo for this.
So next episode, we get a pregnant kaiju.
Yeah. This one is super straightforward. Basically, a kaiju crashes into Earth. It's trapped, and we try to pull it out. We struggle. We then Cosmos pulls it out. Turns out it's pregnant. It turns out once every arbitrary number of years, it comes to Earth because it needs cool water because it radiates extreme heat whenever it's about to give birth. And so basically, it's like it accidentally ended up in the forest this time around instead of the ocean. So we got to guide it. Oh, and also, it does not like fireworks. That's an important plot point later on in the episode. TLDR, they basically try to guide it. It overheats a little bit, so we have a rain bomb. It's like, gee, where's Joel Rawling when you need him? And I swear, the only reason I know that he has water bombs is because of this episode.
Monster came out and grabbed my mommy.
Now you know, dear, there's no such thing as monsters.
I do love me some water bombs.
Oh yes, I remember me and my younger brother watching the VHS tape that had that team up all the time when we were young.
It's funny. Not too long ago, I found the intro on YouTube for the VHS.
Nice.
Like, put on these 3D glasses, and you will know the experience of being a Power Ranger. And I'm like, bullshit. Like,
yeah.
Like, my 8-year-old self is like, bullshit. Give me the fucking glasses.
Kitty, not now.
I didn't actually swear, but I was thinking it. Like,
yeah,
these glasses are
I get it. I thought the same thing because it's like you can easily watch the VHS. It doesn't have a 3D effect on it. You can watch it as if it's a regular VHS.
You see, at least with Chuck versus the Third Dimension, they actually tried to film the episode to be 3D. Granted, it has the name title has nothing to do with the episode, and it is strictly called Chuck versus the Third Dimension just to promote the stupid 3D gimmick for that episode.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't even remember what it was. Where was it? Oh, right. It was after that one episode of The Office because of the Super Bowl. Yeah. The Office and Chuck after the Super Bowl. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I remember when I was really young, when I was watching that VHS tape, I remember I paused at one point, saw the Defender Torozord, and I'm like, wait, hang on. Magna Defender's not in this. Why is his Megazord here? And then years later, when you find out about Super Sentai, so many things make so much more sense.
Yeah. I don't even remember Torozord being in the crossover.
It's basically a blink and you'll miss it moment.
They just forgot to cut a few frames?
Basically. I mean, let's be honest. While, Lightspeed Rescue was obviously a better made show, there is a scene in Masked Rider to where if you'll blink and you miss it.
Yeah, you see that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that footage from B-Fighter / Beetleborgs with, Blue Beat and the explosion.
Okay, now that I did not remember.
Yeah, it's in there.
That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I'm just like dumbfounded. It's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, whoa. Yeah, Chiquita's Revenge, really? So basically we try to guide this kaiju to the ocean. we hit a bit of a snag at one point because a bunch of teenagers are playing with fireworks. But then we redirect it, and like it gets to the ocean safely, and then they fly away, and then we basically have like a fireworks festival. But it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much all there is to the episode.
Yeah, there's
Oh
not really
yeah.
much to talk
Also,
about.
Homegirl has a friend's niece that was just recently born, but yeah, that has almost no relevance to the episode, does it?
No, not really. And then the pregnant kaiju, when it's walking and then it's leaving like those hot footsteps and whatnot, I'm thinking, so what? Are you a pregnant burning Godzilla?
Yeah, yeah. That was
Also, pregnant kaiju. I think the only other time I've seen that was in Pacific Rim.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, but not really much to say about this episode. So,
yeah. So we could just move on.
yep.
It's not a bad episode. It's just
No.
there's not much to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
honestly, it just out of the whole batch of this episodes, this is the most skippable because it just feels like when you watch like all 5 of these episodes in a row, this
it's
one
the
just feels
one
like
that sticks
filler.
out like a sore thumb. Yeah, because this is the only one that doesn't involve a chaos header.
Yeah.
And I swear, it still makes me think about Ghost Sager and Shadow the Hedgehog when I hear the word chaos header.
It makes me think of Perfect Chaos as a Gosei header.
Yeah.
Here you go, Hyde. We got these cards from Magus. Sorry for your loss. And then he's got Chaos from Sonic Adventure on these cards.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm still like really done. Like I'm honestly like I'm just like mentally like still like stuck on the whole Toro Zord thing. Cause I just can't believe it. Like when does Toro Zord freaking shows up and why?
Well, it shows up in Go-Go 5 versus Ginga Man, but
No, I get that. I'm talking about in the actual like Power
yeah, I
Rangers.
know, but it's like since he was in the footage, there's a blinking and there's like one or two blinking you'll miss it moments of him being in there.
Yeah, cause like I'm like low key, I'm just like watching it right now. I'm like I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe they edited it out. Maybe it's only in the VHS copy. But even then, I still don't remember it in the VHS copy. So what gives?
Yeah, well, there's one part to when the Megazords get attacked and then the sparks go off. You can see Torazord to the left, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be where it is, but I didn't see it there. That's weird.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
only on the VHS. I might have to check. Might have to grab my DVD copy over there and put it in after this.
Yeah. Yeah. Never hurts to rewind slightly. But yeah, no, it's just a bizarre thing to like just witness because it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like even like the Solar Swords there. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even remember the Solar Zord in the VHS version. Whoa. They do like a 2 version thing where it's like in one version you see like that's probably ridiculous.
Maybe.
Yeah. But anyways, now we move on to like the actual like meat of the show. The part where we get the kangaroo kaiju.
Yeah, that gets a form that. Okay, it's mainly the hand sides that make me think of Gigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this wouldn't be the first time Tsuburaya has raided Toho's closet.
Right.
Gomez, Jiris.
Yeah. Yeah. But either way, you know what's coming up. at the end of this episode. We're just delaying the inevitable. So let's get to it.
You're only delaying the inevitable, Red Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a bit of a back and forth between Musashi and, darn it, I forgot to wear my twin brace. Oh yeah. Also, there's a film crew where it's like, did you guys incapacitate this thing properly? Yes, we did. Are you sure? Yes. Are you really sure? At this point, I think you guys are trying to slander us. What is this? The Daily Bugle? Yes. We're Daily Bugle Japan edition.
Ultraman Cosmos is a menace.
No, is the Ultraman a threat or a menace? The answer: both. Yeah, so we put it to sleep.
Oh, does the Green Goblin use his wrist gas to say sleep?
Yeah. So yeah, we put it to sleep. And of course they get criticized. Maybe you attack too easily. This reporter. Yeah, and it's like, no, we use Ultraman's power because we're too weak. It's like, you want to know what real power is? It's the power of believing in yourself and your friends, which thankfully is not said by Petra from Attack on Titan, because a lot of people were killed because of that.
But what about Thomas when he said, "Don't worry, guys, together there's nothing we can't accomplish"?
Yeah. Man, I miss Thomas. Yeah.
In the TFS version of Attack on Titan Abridged, when Eren says, "I effing hate you, Thomas," and then Connie says, "Thomas, you suck." My younger brother's name is Thomas, so I've sent that to him before.
Yeah. It's like I can't believe it's been 2 years because it only felt like 15 minutes. Can you believe we're already graduating? Yeah. And it's and like freaking Jean's upset. It's like, oh no, like, can't believe Aaron Yeager Bombastic is in 5th place while I'm only in 6th. Obviously, Mikasa's in 1st. But who do you think is 2nd through 4th? Gee, I wonder. I'll give you a hint. It's not Coconut Head.
Yep.
And it ain't Potato Girl.
Potato Girl. Yep. You like some potatoes?
Yeah. What's going? Yeah, you know how I always say what's going on in this here neck of the woods. Yeah, I got it from Shottas.
Sweet Mother Teresa on the hood of a Mercedes Benz. Dude, when I first heard that, I was laughing to tears.
There's nothing he can say. I am incredibly fun, and you'll quote everything that I say.
Exactly. Yep. You sound like a majestic freaking eagle. Can you sing? Harmonize with me, maggot. Well, you muffed up.
Yeah. I pledge to give my life to the king. Oh, you think that this is the house of the damned?
You shrimp dong frig nugget?
Yeah. Yeah. No one gets to serve the king unless you get your head out of your hamster hole.
Well, sweet jolly friggin' ranchers, I bet your mom wishes it.
And what's going on this here neck of the woods? Eating a potato? Huh! Potatoes. From now on, I'll call you Potato Girl.
I don't like that.
You know, those potatoes are pretty high in calories. You know a great way to burn those calories? No.
Oh my gosh, Aaron, you're so freaking cool. Holy shit.
Yeah. So no, we're fighting this kangaroo. Actually, is it a kangaroo or is it an aardvark?
Yes.
And I say, hey, it's a crappy kind of day where you summon an Ultraman and you're about to commit first degree murder. Yeah. So yeah, no, like we summon Ultraman. We fight the thing off. We want and oh yeah, and it's noxious gases, different from the gas from before. So naturally, Chaos Header is like, mind if I get in on this? It's like, oh no, it's Chaos Header, and then yeah, no, it becomes super powered. So naturally, we use our Corona form, and it packs a little too much of a punch. Yeah. So then it causes the Aardvark kaiju to well, let's just say fall asleep in a farm up state. Kaiju shouldn't be fighting, not like this.
Oh no, I'm sure he's just unconscious or in the shadow realm.
Yeah, somewhere in Johnny's closet. I'm setting a
Gosh, we
so
just keep finding more and more reasons to raid that closet.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, sure beats the Shadow Realm. Yeah. Welcome to the Moific Closet.
It's actually kind of nice here. Look at all the pretty lights.
Yeah. You're supposed to be terrified. Yeah. So then, of course, our heroes like, Cosmos! Is that really what we're supposed to do? Do we lose our niceness when we become more powerful? I'm like, who wrote this? Don Adams? Because I swear your delivery missed it by that much. Yeah. I'm just getting really tired of this. All right, episode 29. Yeah, we're really like flying through these right now.
Yeah, interesting how that works.
Yeah. Really not much happens in this episode. It's like first we have a dream where Luna and Corona are fighting each other for some reason. I'm like, is this supposed to be the symbiote episode of Spider-Man Part 1?
Or was this is when Celestia banished Nightmare Moon to the moon before that episode, before MLP was a thing?
Yeah. But yeah, so we're having our doubts apparently. And yeah, so we go back to our kaiju farm to seek guidance because, of course, Bird Duo surely knows the answers that we seek. Doesn't speak English or Japanese, but verily, if anyone had the answers, it's our feathery kaiju friend over here.
Yep. He's speaking in pig Latin. Silly Taya. Pigs don't speak Latin. It's a dead language. No one would be able to understand them. Yep. Joey, you're Japanese. You're supposed to be speaking English.
Me? Imagine if like you actually spoke Japanese with a very offensive Brooklyn accent. Brave swordsman wa kakoi desu.
Yeah, no, it would be Hono no Kenshi no Shokan.
Like draw Monsicado.
Yeah, they combine Joey and Janochi together. Joey Nochi.
Joey Nochi. Yeah. When you summon the flame swordsman, use a kunai with chain because you need the salamander to give a power boost. Make sure you don't use a gay clown because it will get obliterated. Yeah, hey, you know what's crazy is like how like Siegfried's like, it's like, yeah, Yeah, but at least this time I actually identify as a gay clown. Yeah, man, a lot of callbacks to season one in the latest episode. Also, the fact that after a month we already have another new episode, I'm like, hold on, little Karibo. Did you just upload a bunch of episodes in 1 year?
Yeah,
Yes. That's against the YouTube rules, isn't it?
screw the YouTube rules. I have subscribers.
It's true. He does. Yeah. Oh, man. Can you imagine if he actually uploads a new episode on a monthly basis all of a sudden?
Yeah, and then then finally finishes Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yeah. But, we still have one more filler arc to go, though.
Yeah, yeah, before Millennium World.
Yeah. Yeah. Previously on Crap. Well, to be fair, he already did 3 episodes, so we just need 9 more episodes and we're good. Then
Yeah,
we do Millennium World.
But now I'm thinking, which version of Zork is he going to use when he gets to Millennium World? Is he going to use the 4Kids version or the original Japanese version to where the dragon head is lower?
I don't remember it being higher in the 4Kids version.
Yeah, in the 4Kids version, it was on his chest, but in the Japanese version, it's between his legs.
I always remembered it being between his legs.
Interesting.
Well, what's even weirder is that the first time I've seen Zork was actually in the manga.
Same here.
Which means I'm like, why does Zork look like Obelisk the Tormentor? But yeah, so freaking Musashi's having doubts like, but kaiju should be fighting, not like this. Yeah, and then like everyone's expressing their different doubts. Like, is protecting monsters even possible? Is it? Is it? Also, we get a brief reunion with Musashi's childhood friend Shoji.
Yeah, no, not Shoji from Die Ranger, different Shoji.
Yeah.
Although if it was Shoji from Die Ranger, we'd have 2 blue heroes.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, we're gonna get like a full solar eclipse coming up because surely that'll have no relevance to the rest of the episode whatsoever.
Oh no, yeah, and then that other part of Japan. Well, actually, no, not in Japan. I guess technically, if you wanted to go by Jew Ranger, but I was going to say over in California, a solar eclipse is happening, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are losing power in their Megazord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jason, a solar eclipse is happening.
A solar eclipse is when Queen Benchira gets released from her tomb.
Well, crap.
Yeah, no wonder these chaos headers look like they came from Queen Benchira's closet, because they actually were.
Wouldn't it technically be from Grandine's closet? Since it's Japan.
Does it really matter? All
Either
we
one,
know
I guess.
is that Olympius is a little bitch. Yeah. So,
and then Diabolico eventually becomes Zarkon.
Yeah. 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 But yeah. Oh yeah. We also have a paraplegic kid who gains the toy robot from the First Contact movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Verily, this robot will have some kind of plot relevance at some point.
Perhaps.
Yeah. But yeah, so we get another chaos header attacking the city. And at first you're thinking, oh geez, another chaos header. Oh boy. Like let's get this out of the way. But takes the form of the Aardvark kaiju from the previous episode.
Yep. Yeah, and then eventually it's like
Heal Wave.
Haha! It was Chaos Header the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, not working. Heal Wave. It's like that episode. It's like that episode of Flynn the Time Detective, where Get Along tries to use its powers to like make everyone get along and fails. Yeah, and like basically, eventually, it's like you thought I was the Aardvark kaiju, but it's actually I, Korokea's Herada.
Yep. Or that one, or in that episode of Go Kaiger, the Hurricaneger tribute, when they're like, "Who is this? It's Aka Ranger." Wrong. It was me pretending to be Aka Ranger.
Yeah, yeah, and the Chaos Header attacks Luna, and it's like, can I turn into Corona form? Nope. Why? Because. Why? Because did you not watch Blazar episode 11? Damn it.
But that season hasn't happened yet.
I know. Yeah. So yeah, we can't transform to Corona form. So basically, the episode ends with Luna getting his butt kicked so royally. We're back to the plot of the original movie, where he's completely transparent.
Yeah, to where Cosmos is laying on the ground, transparent blue, and then the Cosmos pluck turns to that blue blue raspberry flavored candy stone thing. Rock candy.
Rock candy. No, rock candy.
It's like in that one episode of Bobobo when Don Patch asked, "What were my ancestors like?" And the guy outright says, "Rock candy."
Yeah. Yeah. Rock candy. But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock candy. Man, people would be going nuts over the whole Michael B. Jordan at the In-N-Out thing. It's like, bruh, let the dude eat his double with fries. But yeah, so we move on to the next episode, and Musashi's still having bad dreams. He's still like out of his funk. And now Cosmos is out of commission. So naturally, what we do is we recreate the plot of the movie by having everyone shoot like use like mirrors and light beams in order to like focus light onto his head. Basically, it's like, oh, we got to find the sunbenders.
Yeah. You know, you could totally make a Cosmos Abridged joke with that, to where when they get like all the reflective surfaces up, Arc shows up and he's like, hey guys, I'm here. Who has summoned me? And they're like, hey, your show hasn't happened yet. Okay.
All right. And then Ryuki shows up. Like, hey guys, do you need some mirrors? No. Get in the mirror, Shinji. Aw. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we have to channel all 5 light beams onto his forehead in order to summon Ultraman Cosmos. Meanwhile, the Chaos Header's still attacking the city, guys. Have y'all forgotten? And because no one's there to stop it, Lidorius tries to help out. Good for you, Lidorius.
Mm-hmm.
But then Lidorius gets infected.
Somewhat.
Yeah. But infected Lidorius at least tries to help out. You know, it's not just like, oh, heel turning.
Yeah.
But we're in a very but it's a very like tough situation, because it's like we gotta fight the Chaos Header, but we can't hit Lidorius, can we? And then the solar eclipse happens. It's like, wait, there's this beam of light comes shining down on you. So I turned the beam of light on Luna. Yeah.
Yeah, so Luna, no, not Luna. Cosmos. No, not Princess Luna. Not Luna from Sailor Moon, not the Luna Dopant, Ultraman Cosmos. He asks Musashi, please give me the light. And then he's able to revive and then starts to fight Chaos Header, turns into Corona mode, and then eventually he unlocks a new form, Eclipse mode, which does look pretty cool.
Yeah, the Eclipse mode at least looks symmetrical now.
Okay, Death the Kid.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Whenever we see Corona form, you know what we're all thinking? The fidget spinner from the Salamanders. SAO bridged. Oh my god, one more episode for us to finish Alpine. God damn it.
Yeah. So basically, Eclipse mode is fighting against Chaos Header. And then at one point, Chaos Header shoots a lot of beams, like eye beams at Cosmos. And then he does this thing to where he like spins his whole body in like an interesting but odd way. Yeah, and it actually looks pretty cool.
He basically does a screw attack from Metroid.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, it actually did look cool. So
yes, it did. It looked very cool. I mean, it's like, it's like playing Lego Star Wars 2 on the DS. There's so many bugs and glitches to it that it's like you never know what's going to happen. But the glitches are what makes the game so fun.
Some people say that about Sonic 06.
Really? I wouldn't know because I own the game, but I still haven't played it yet.
Gosh, I can't believe that game's going to turn 20 years old this year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I still can't believe that. One thing I'm not looking forward to is that level where the city's on fire.
Crisis City.
Yeah, not a fan of Crisis City. I know I've played through Crisis City in Generations and what's it called, Sonic Forces, but I could never get into that stage. I don't know. Maybe it's the whole Inferno aspect. I struggle to enjoy it, even on Bayonetta.
Yeah, interesting how in Sonic Adventure, the final boss is a flooded city, and then one of the levels in Sonic 06 is a burning city.
Yeah. Yeah. But with that in mind, yeah. So we basically use Hormone Overdrive, where like we fire the beam through Ladorius, and it hits the Chaos Header, but it doesn't hurt Ladorius, but it does hurt the Chaos Header.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, it kind of like when Zeppeli uses his Hormone Punch on the frog, and like it breaks the rock underneath the frog, but the frog comes out completely unscathed. Yeah, good times. Yeah. But yeah, we defeat the Chaos Header again. We have our good happy moments with Ladorius. We send him back to the farm upstate, but not to Johnny's closet. And yeah, all's well that ends well. It's the end of the episode. Okay, guys, let's do this.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So why don't you go first?
As far as scores go?
Yeah.
I would say 9, 8, 9, 10, 10.
Yeah.
Despite there not being very much to talk about in these episodes, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah, because it's like we finally have a 3-part episode, and as a full story, it's interesting, but as individual episodes, not really much happens. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I would have to give the pregnancy episode the lowest score of 7. Just because on its own, it's a serviceable episode, but it just feels weird how it sticks out like a sore thumb because right before it, we had a Chaos Header focused episode, and after we have a whole three-parter.
Yeah, like I said earlier in this live stream, it basically just feels like a filler episode out of all of this out of this batch.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, no, it's like but yeah, so the first episode, not gonna lie though, I have to also give it a 7 because even though it's a Chaos Header focused episode, not really much of anything really happens. The three-parter, it's like, okay, we're seeing some improvement. 8, then 7, then 10. But even though the last episode is a 10, it's like, at what cost? Yeah. Really not much to say. I would say as a whole batch, this episode was very
Mid!
yeah. All right. Well, we just finished our second arc of the season. Surprised that there's more than 2, but here we are.
And we're about halfway through the show.
Not even halfway through the show.
Well, that's why I said about.
Yeah. So, episodes 15 through 30. How would you rate it as a full arc?
Good question. I suppose I'd give it an 8 out of 10 off the top of my head. Maybe I'd give it a slightly higher score, maybe a slightly... Actually, no, I probably would give it a slightly higher score if I had more time to, like, go back and reminiscent about it all. But, we're 30 episodes into Cosmos. I think it's pretty good so far.
Yeah. I have to agree with you that it's an 8. I love that we're getting more focus on Chaos Headers because before they were mentioned, but we almost never like really got to see them in play.
Yeah.
Until now. But the downside is most of them look so similar. It's like, didn't we already defeat you? And I know there's gonna be more coming up soon, so yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of the episodes were pretty fun. I wish I could have given episode 25 a higher score, but one character just had to ruin it.
Which one?
We're talking about episode 25. You know which one I'm talking about.
We talked about
the Jeremy Irons one, yes. Yeah. Which is a dark shame because as far as one-offs go, I actually rather liked episode 23. But yeah, so as the full arc goes, 8.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the comments have to say. The pregnancy episode was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, a 3-parter.
Indeed.
Yeah. A lot of 3+ parters will never really amount to like what Green and Evil was ambitious enough to do. Yo, Ultraman Metroid.
Ultroid.
Yeah. Well, the word Metroid means Ultimate Warrior, so.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, when you finally play through Metroid Dread, you finally understand why the series is called Metroid. Yeah. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We discuss Ultraman Cosmos, Kamen Rider Blade, which all we have left is the movie before we spin the wheel. Kamen Rider Z, which is coming up in 10 minutes, so stick around for that. Tojima Tanzabara wants to be a Kamen Rider, and the new series Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity. Last episode we got an ant. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and I never thought I'd see an ant space sheriff.
Yeah. And with that said, guys, yeah, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss movies, TV shows, video games, vlogs, interviews. We recently uploaded our final Pasadena Comic Con vlog featuring Candy Milo, who plays Dexter, Boy Genius. And go 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 go. And
The Flea?
the flea says to watch the new vlog where we discuss where we visit the heartbreak of the boy band Heartbreak pop up at the remix room. So yeah. So that the pop up the final day of the pop up is March 22nd. So you only have this week left to check it out. Please do, print out photos of your ex so you could dump them into the paper shredder. Yeah, dump your ex into the paper shredder. That's a Paper Mario joke waiting to happen. Yeah, so a lot of content for you guys, and yeah, so if you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at the following convention dates. Robo Toy Fest on May 31st at the Burbank Marriott Convention Center, and Power Morphicon on August 28th through the 30th at the Pasadena Convention Center. We love you guys. We hope to see you again really, really, really soon. And we hope to see you again, whenever you're available. But we hope you see us in 5 minutes. Same YouTube channel, just slightly different time. Goodbye. Have a great weekend.